Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified. What is going on? So, per Mike Coppinger, Terence Bud Crawford has agreed to all the terms that Al Heyman has gave, even the revenue, even the split on the money. Terence Crawford, obviously, he's ready for this fight. He wants this fight against Errol Spence, and Errol Spence wants this fight against Terence Crawford. Now, it hasn't been signed. It's not all the way signed yet, but it could very soon be, right? Uh, lawyers have to go through all the legalities and stuff like that, and get through all of that first. But they're targeting November 19th will probably be the day, which I think that's a great day for Terence Crawford and Errol Spence to start. I mean, to fight, because of the fact that the World Cup starts November 20th, right? You probably have some college football, but it's football season anyways. All right, so that Saturday is a perfect time to place a Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence fight. Now, where is this fight going to be made? None of that stuff has been confirmed yet. It still isn't 100% confirmed anyways, but it is agreed to. All the material things, all the material agreements, Terence Crawford has already agreed to, and this fight is basically, just a signature away from both fighters. Now there is a rematch clause as well that I wanted to talk about. There will be a probable rematch clause with most of the revenue going to the whoever wins for the second fight. Now, that rematch clause, we'll probably be seeing this fight twice, which isn't a great thing for boxing, right? Now, how I feel about this fight, I feel like this fight here, it's a great fight if they let their hands go, and I just hope that both fighters don't come into the ring too cautious, because we've seen it time and time again where fighters come into the ring and they're very cautious. You know what's going on, John Blaze? He said, thanks for the info. But, so both fighters are very, very, both fighters, I hope that both fighters don't come into the ring very cautious. I hope that this is a fight where both fighters let their hands go, right? And hopefully they can display their skill sets come that November 19th, if that fight will be November 19th. But I'm hopeful that this fight will happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm hopeful that this fight will happen because this is a good fight for boxing. This is a fight that fans have been wanting to see. They've been asking for this fight right here, and I think there's time that we get a fight that both fighters that are in their prime, not out of their prime, are going to be able to display their skill set. Where most pound for pound rankings have Terence Crawford as number one, and some have Errol Spence as number three. You know what I'm saying? As far as number three, but so these are two pound for pound fighters that are going to probably begin in the ring. It's the welterweight division. It's a money division. The But at the end of the day, as fans, you know, all we could be happy for it is that the fight is gonna probably happen, especially if they've already agreed to something. At least they're agreeing to something, right? It's not 100% done, per Mike Carpenter. He says it's not 100% done, um, but at least the fight is agreed to, and all of the little bullshit, like he said, the material things, um, probably all the little who's gonna walk into the ring first and things like that. All of that little stuff is the tedious shit that fans don't want to hear about. All of that is out the door, out the window already. Terence Crawford has already agreed to it all, you know. But what I'm excited for is that if this fight is a thriller, which it should be, because you got the two top pound for pound fighters at the welterweight division, very skillful fighters. All right, and we get to see it twice with a rematch. I think that would be great. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited for it. I'm definitely excited for it, and also them tying themselves to the World Cup, getting that November 19th date, kind of very close, but it's good. It's good for them. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time for them to start promoting themselves, start promoting themselves. You know, have some tour dates. You know what I'm saying? Go on tour and promote yourself. You know, the press conferences. I can't wait to see them. And hopefully this fight happens. Hopefully it doesn't fall through. Hopefully it happens. But if they've already agreed, I feel like this fight is gonna happen because Terence Crawford has said that he does want to fight Earl Spence Jr. And Earl Spence has already said that he wants to fight Terence Crawford. Remember, the biggest talks around town was that Terence Crawford wouldn't agree to the split that Al Heyman was trying to give him. And now it's done. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he got a better deal from holding out for a little bit, but I'm just glad that we're gonna see two pound for pound fighters in their prime, getting inside of the ring and giving it they all. You know, obviously you can talk about fights like Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, fights that happened way past their prime, where a lot of fans just felt gypped and felt like they got robbed from watching a very good fight. And a lot of fans were also scared that, you weren't going to be able to see Terence Crawford and Earl Spence once you attach their names. And those are the two guys that a lot of people really want to see. You know what I'm saying? So this fight would be a good one if it does happen. Uh, but it looks like it will happen. November 19th. Uh, and I'll keep y'all updated on anything else and when this fight is finalized. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the bell notification if you want to be notified. Follow me on Instagram at P4P Boxing Real News. And we out. Peace.